Hello everyone, my name is Ainy Adaby, with study number 25, 556132 PN, 1945 2. I am from the Aquatic Research Management Study Program, and I am here to present about issues in capture fisheries as a part of an assignment for the Introduction to Capture Fisheries course. So, have you ever wondered why the fish we catch seem never to run out, or perhaps thought it impossible for the ocean's fish to disappear because the sea is so vast? It is a question many people often ask, and a natural one to wonder about. The ocean looks vast and full of life, leading us to believe that fish could never run out. Yet, in reality, fish populations have natural limits to recover when harvesting continues relentlessly. For beyond their capacity to reproduce, stocks can decline sharply, even collapse. VAO data show that more than one-third of the world's fish stocks are currently overexploited. So, although the ocean seems endless, fish are not an unlimited resource. They can indeed disappear if not managed wisely. In reality, while the ocean is wide, fish populations have natural limits to reproduce and recover. Overfishing, illegal practices, climate change, and habitat degradation are putting increasing pressure on fish stocks, leaving them little time to replenish. This is why the latest issues in capture fisheries are so urgent. Without sustainable management, a resource that seems limitless could in fact be depleted. So these are some news about overfishing and another issue in capture fisheries from eco business. There is a news that climate change and overfishing hit Indonesia tuna catch. Overfishing and climate change have hit the world's fish stock, pushing Indonesian fishing communities into poverty. And RI.co.id say that overfishing is the real threat for sustainability marine in Indonesia. This is from Banda Aceh. And yeah, overfishing is still becomes the serious is the most serious threat for marine ecosystem in Indonesia. And from the forest digest, IUCN say that overfishing is the biggest threat for sharks and rays. Because half of these centuries, overfishing already decreased half of the shark and race populations. So, what is the definition of overfishing? So, overfishing is the act of catching fish from waters at a level that cannot be met by a fish species. It then causes a decrease in the population of such fish species. The overfishing phenomenon is often overridden more than climate change, air pollution, or water pollution phenomenon, and thereby may still catch the fish species excessively, leading to reduced ocean resources in the future. Overfishing occurs due to human activities in catching fish species more quickly than the fish's reproducing ability. This activity results in the vulnerability of sea ecosystem and can contribute to the reduction of other sea species. There is an assumption that the fish species with bigger body will have lower maximum population growth, and it cannot replace the volume lost due to overfishing. Chain reaction or domino arises from overfishing, such as attenuating habitat and main species, encouraging the growth of non-surviving species and sustainable exploitation. Overfishing has some very serious consequences, like lost income from alternative resource use, fluctuation risk, and higher vulnerability, social and economic conflict, and reallocation. So, and then why is overfishing important to discuss? Because fish and other aquatic foods are significant sources of animal protein globally. They provide approximately 17 until 20% of the world's animal protein intake. Fisheries and aquaculture also provide livelihoods for over 500 million people worldwide, with a significant portion of these individuals residing in developing countries. And because the decline of global fish stocks threatens food security, especially in countries that heavily depend on marine resources for livelihoods and food security, around 5% until 30% of global fish stocks have been overexploited, are in decline, or are currently under recovery. So, why is overfishing important to discuss? Because overfishing is not just an environmental issue, but also a socio-economic and food security problem, which can uh, hit us sooner or later. And the global facts about the overfishing. So, according to the FAO, 34.2% of fish stocks are overfished. This aligns with previous data indicating that overfished stocks have increased from 10% in 1974 to 31.4% in 2013. 59.6% of fish stocks are fully fished, which is consistent with findings that many stocks are exploited at or near their maximum sustainable yield (MSY) levels. And only 6.2% of fish stocks are underfished, reflecting a global trend where the proportion of underexploited stocks has steadily decreased. Highly migratory species like bluefin tuna are significantly overexploited. Cod-like fishes have historically faced high fishing pressure, but recent trends show that pressure is now at or below MSY levels. And last is fish consumption is expected to increase by 30% by 2030, driven by population growth and rising incomes. So, how about the overfishing facts in Indonesia? So, we all know that Indonesia is recognized as the world's second largest fish producer, contributing significantly to the global supply. And however, the country faces several critical challenges that threaten the sustainability of its marine resources. Like IUU fishing is a significant problem in Indonesian waters, particularly in hotspots like the North Natuna Sea, because foreign vessels often engage in illegal activities, causing substantial economic losses and environmental damage. And there's also destructive fishing methods such as the use of explosives and cyanide, uh, because they have severely damaged coral reefs and other marine ecosystems. This practice these practices not only reduce fish stocks but also degrade habitats essential for marine biodiversity. And last is the vast and complex maritime area of Indonesia makes effective surveillance and enforcement difficult. Limited resources and coordination among various agencies further complicate the issue. But how about implications of overfishing for the world? So overfishing has profound and multifaceted implications on marine ecosystems, biodiversity, and human societies, such as decline in global fish stocks, loss of key species, marine ecosystems are losing biodiversity, reduces ecological resilience to climate change, food chain disruption, small-scale fishers lose income due to declining stocks, unfair competition with large industrial vessels. Coastal poverty is increasing inequality between developed and developing countries, international fisheries conflicts, and food security threats. And also overfishing in Indonesia. How about the implication of overfishing in Indonesia? So implications of overfishing in Indonesia presents a complex challenge that requires integrated and multifaceted solutions, addressing ecological degradation, economic instability, and social conflicts through effective management, coherent policies, and community involvement is essential for sustainable fisheries and the well-being of coastal communities. Uh, like the implications are like overfishing occurs in the Java Sea and the Malacca Strait. Demersal fish stocks in Indonesian marine area have declined drastically. And also this one is kind of famous issue. This was is kind of famous issue that the foreign vessel moratorium policy was once effective in reducing IUU fishing. So to decrease those implications and so that we cannot harm the marine ecosystem over and over again. So the global government made some fishing regulations or fishing rules. And this fishing regulation is important because it is a critical aspect of managing marine resources to ensure sustainability, protect biodiversity, and support the livelihoods of millions of people globally. So the regulations can be a sustainable fisheries concept, like referring to the principle of maximum sustainable yield, MSY, balancing economic and ecological interests, and in line with SDG 14, life below water. And also about the catch quotas, we can setting annual catch limits, aka total allowable catch or TAC. And this already applied in several developed countries, and it really effective because it reduces overexploitation. Next is about the size and species regulations, which we can ban on catching undersized fish, and do protection of threatened species, and we can increase the chances of stock recovery. So how about the closed seasons and marine protected areas? We can banning fishing during spawning seasons. Marine conservation zones help preserve biodiversity. Ban destructive gear like ban on trolling, bombs and poisons. And also we can do like monitoring and satellite surveillance. We can use VMAs, vessel monitoring system on our vessels. So this VMAs can monitoring vessels on the high seas in real time. And also we can do curbing IUU fishing practices. We can also do control harmful subsidies, such as reducing fuel subsidies for industrial vessels, and redirecting them to environmentally friendly subsidies. And also, edu- we can do education and community empowerment, such as we can educating fishers on sustainable practices empowering coastal communities, and enhancing local participation in conservation. And we can also do sustainable aquaculture, which means we can environmentally friendly aquaculture as an alternative and reducing pressure on capture fisheries. And also as a consumer, we can do consumer rule or eco labels, which mean we can choose certified products, MSC, and increasing demand for environmentally friendly products and encouraging a more sustainable industry. And last, for the international cooperation, so the so many countries already did some cooperation for sustainability of fisheries and marine ecosystem. So they go through VAO and UNCLOS, and they can go through with regional fisheries management organizations or RFMOS, and the last is supporting SDG 14 targets. So the conclusion of my presentation is that overfishing is the practice of catching fish at a rate faster than they can reproduce. It threatens marine ecosystems by disrupting food chains, causing species decline and damaging biodiversity. Overfishing also endangers global food security since fish are a key protein source for billions of people. Economically, it undermines the livelihoods of fishing communities. Protecting oceans from overfishing is crucial for maintaining ecological balance, ensuring a sustainable seafood supplies, supporting coastal economies, and preserving marine biodiversity for future generation. So these are the references I use for this presentation. That concludes my presentation. If there were any mistakes in delivering the information, either spoken or written, I sincerely apologize. I hope this presentation has been informative and useful for all of us. Thank you for listening and see you next time.